my campy friends, and welcome back to Nat Does. Now, campy friends meaning tenting. We're going camping. The camp is on its way. I can't wait. A couple of days to go. So I thought I would do some videos on camping. Why not? If you have been camping before and enjoyed it, some people don't. And some people vow never to go again. But if you're like me and you absolutely love camping, you're probably going to love this video. As all campers, a little bit unhinged like me, we like our lists. Oh, we like our lists. We like to make a good old list of everything that we need for when we go camping. I used to be a guide leader many moons ago, and I have had my fair share of worried parents when given the kit list of things they need, and then the child turning up on the day of camp with a suitcase and a pair of GHD hair straighteners. Yeah, go and plug it in a sheep and see how your hair goes that way. No suitcases or hair appliances will be needed for this camping trip. As you can see, I don't really use hair appliances in my normal day-to-day life. Basic makeup, skincare, Natalie, good God. No. Anyway, so what I thought in these next couple of videos with the run up to the camping, I thought we'll do what you need. If you've never been camping before, you're missing out. It's good fun. Even if you think, oh, I don't think it's for me, give it a go. You can at least try it once. If you don't like it, don't do it again. Borrow things off people if you're not sure. I'm sure there is a lot of people you know that have various camping things, and they'll be like, yeah, sure, borrow it. So what I will do, I will go through. See, this is the book. This is full of stuff now. I have a kit list. I have a kitchen box list. My mother would be so proud of my listing. What you put in your bags, like your rucksack, you know, your own personal bag of stuff that you keep in your tent. Clothes, and then a meal planner. You do kind of have to be a little bit planny-aheady because sometimes things can go wrong. And what you're going to put in your dry store and your, oh God, I really am quite weird, aren't I? In your dry that doesn't need keeping cool, and a cool box. And then things to get, things to do, la, 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 la. Now, unexpected things will happen when you go camping, mainly things falling from the sky, i.e. water. Rain, weather is a pain in the backside when you go camping. When you're at home, rain can put a damper on your day, but it's fine because you're inside. When you're camping, there's nothing you can do about it. You're going to get wet. So, you know, you have to unfortunately deal with the fact that you may get rained on. If you are lucky enough to go camping and it doesn't rain, God bless you, you lucky thing. Because every time we have gone camping, it's always rained at least once throughout the stay. We've had to evacuate camp once because the rain and wind was terrifying and my tent was going. So yeah, so there you go. Things will happen. Anyway, so we'll start off with the main kit. I do have stuff behind here, so I'll show some things as and when throughout the film. The way I'm going, it's going to be feature length throughout the video. So what we'll do, we'll start off with the basics. You need a tent. You can't do anything without a tent. If you haven't already got one, get one, please. Try it out before you go. Don't just buy the tent and then go camping with your stuff. You need to learn how to put your tent up. I know I sound like a mum. I am a mum, but it's true. I've done it. I've bought a tent this is going back a long time. Bought a new tent, thought, right, and we went, and then I had to put the tent up and it started raining. That's another factor. Learn how to put your tent up before you go. I've put the tents up in my flat before. It took up the whole room because I couldn't do it outside and I couldn't use my parents' garden because it was raining. Blah. Anyway, so always learn how to put your tent up first. You also need a mallet. Now, I'm going to go and get the bits and pieces to show you so then you know and don't do what I did. So I'll be back in a second. Right, so I'm back and I nearly dropped the hammer on my toe. Ow. Right, Mallet pegs spares. Mallet. This is a mallet, a decent one. It's solid. I bought a plastic one years ago. I may as well have used a teaspoon. I was there like, come on! Nothing. Get a decent mallet. You can get them in hardware stores and stuff. As long as they're rubbery, not rubbery, like solid. Get one of them. They're really, really good. So that's your mallet. You need a mallet. Pegs are going to come with your tent. But I always say get spares because you can lose them. They can break. They can get stuck in the ground. Or you can get really frustrated trying to get a peg in because there's a rock underneath and you launch it across a river. I didn't do that. There are probably quite a few pegs in the world now around Wales and England that have just been like, discarded by me, and they're just lying there going, she'll come back for me, I know she will. I won't. Right, these are corkscrew pegs. I know they just look like a peg, but if you can see, they were like a corkscrew. They're twisted. So, excuse me. So when you smack them into the ground, it kind of goes in. Tighter fit, but they go in easier. I don't know why. Innuendo it all you want. It just goes in easier. These were £2 for 12 in B&M. Other discount stores are available. I have lots of pegs. Every time we say, right, we're going camping, I always go out and buy pegs. Don't know why. Anyway, another thing that you're going to need. Now, at the moment, this looks like a serial killer box. In a second, duct tape. Duct tape has saved me so many times with stuff. It's brilliant. It puts things back together. Broken poles, in case it is really windy and a pole breaks in your tent and you can't do anything about it. This is a quick fix. Holes in your tent. You might punch a hole in your ground sheet in your tent. You don't want things coming through. Duct tape it. Just to go off on a tangent for a minute, we went camping once. Where did we go? Bedgellet? If anyone knows where Bedgellet is, beautiful. It is a beautiful place. And we went to a really nice campsite. We're putting the tent down and the ground sheet moved. Like, I thought, what's that? It's not windy. There was a mouse underneath our tent. And there was a tiny little hole and it was starting to bite through the bottom and I absolutely cacked it. I don't like mice and rats. No, thank you. Recently watched Suicide Squad and the rat thing on that. Oh! So, duct tape. It's really handy for stuff. If you break an arm, whack it on, head falls off, just duct tape it back on. You'll be fine. So there you go. Duct tape. The next one is rope. See, it looks like a serial killer box. Oh, Jesus. The next thing I'm going to get out in a minute are going to be exactly the same. This is just for... I always just carry a little bit of rope with me just in case. I don't know why. I've had this for years. I don't even know where I got it from. But there you go. I also have in here, see, adding to it, I've got clamps. I've got loads of these. These are quite handy for just keeping your tent door open. You just clamp it open. Hanging things off tables, like a bag. You can snag the bag like that and clamp it onto the table. It's handy for lots of things. Hanging up washing. Tea towel on a guy rope. There you go. Right, the next one is self-explanatory. Sleeping bags. Get a sleeping bag. And obviously pillows and a couple of blankets. If you can get hot, I'll put this box down for a minute because it's quite irritating. If you can, I find taking pillows is a ball ache because you're stuck with a big pillow to pack. So I got this, my Airbed, as a pillow built into it, which is quite handy. But my lad just sleeps on a sleep mat because his spine is perfect. Mine is rubbish. It is a blow-up pillow, and it's like flocked. Nice and smooth, and then shiny on the other end. And it once you finish with it, you fold it up. There we go. And forget about it. Awesome. Easy to pack and throw away. Don't throw it away. Pack away. I I also found, because if you haven't camped before, you can get cold in the night, because if you're just laying flat on a sleep mat, they're like yoga mats, they're so thin. And I've been able to sleep on them, but recently my back won't let me. I'm getting out like Elephant Man. Coffee. I can't walk, and that's why I bought a tent that I can stand up in, because I'm not stooping all the time. I'm 41 now. It's all downhill from here. My back's going to go, my knees will go, my ankles will pop out, my eyes going already. So it is a comfort thing with me. But I found that when you lie just flat on the ground with a sleep mat, and that's it, the cold from the ground is going to come straight through to you, and you're going to get cold in the night. And there's nothing you can do about it, except, well, you're going to get really cold, and then you're going to want to pee more as well. I don't know if that's just me, but if I get really cold in a tent at night, I always want to pee. Not good. So my hack is, if you go to like B&M, Home Bargains, you know, the cheapo discount stores, which are great for stuff. It's these squares about this big of foam. They're about that thick, of these foam play mats, and they go together like a big jigsaw. And they come in a big pack of probably about, I don't know, about 8, 10. And they're great because you can put them all together and stick them on the floor, and there you have a barrier between you and the ground. And then if you want, you can put down a big blanket and then put your sleep mat down, and then your airbed or whatever. You can buy, I can't speak today. I'm so sorry. You can buy tent carpets, which are really, really good, but they are very expensive. And to be honest, unless you're camping a lot and you have got a really nice tent and all that, yeah, get a camping carpet. But otherwise, just get to one of them shops and get these foam things. They're great. And, you know, you can still use them for your kids and stuff. They can play with them. I had some, and they're great. I still use them now. They're really, really good. So just make sure you've got a barrier between the floor and you, at least about 3. About 3. Tim Tracker fans out there. So, ground sheet of your tent, floor, ground sheet, foamy mats, blanket, sleep mat, or airbed. That's it. The airbed I got, it's new, because the other airbed I had a puncture, didn't know, and it deflated in the night and kind of freaked me out. This one is a Camping Gas Coleman quick bed thing, and it's the little built-in cushion. It's really, really cool. I'm looking forward to using this. I've never had a thingy bed, a camp bed without a cushion. Without a cushion. That's it there. And it's really compact as well. It's a bit heavy, but I mean, I'm not carrying it. I'm not mountaineering. It's going to be stuck in my Skoda. So there you go. Nice and compact. So that. So make sure you have that. And blankets and cushion. If you want cushions, I have a log cushion. It's really cool. I'll have to show you. It's in the back of the car. It looks like a log, but it's a cushion. Novelty. Anyway, so if you're going camping, a lot of it's going to be dark. And you're going to be experiencing more dark than usual. And sometimes children and some adults don't like the dark. So, years ago, Brainwave glow sticks. They're fantastic. I got these from Primark. You get 30 of them for £1. They're brilliant. And you can give them to the kids as it's starting to go dark and they think it's fun and a party. And then you can just like loop them together like that and hang them from the inside of the bedroom compartment of your tent. And it's not really bright. It's not going to do glare like a lantern or anything. It's just a nice little ambiance of light. There you go. I also have, in my serial killer box of fun, is a head torch. I love my head torches. I think they're brilliant. This one's angleable. Angleable. I don't even... It's kind of got a... Oh! I nearly killed you. A regular one, a dimmer one. If I don't know what that's for. Emergency and a flashy if I'm turning left or right. And that's it. And that's just handy, yeah, hands-free for when you want to go and have a wee-wee. It's a good job it's dark when you wear these, isn't it? Honestly, guys, get ready for some interesting hairdos, fashion faux pas when you watch the camping video. I also have these, which are really, really good. Solar lights for outside your tent. Has happened before. Gone for a twinkle in the middle of the night. I nearly got in the wrong tent because I couldn't see. So I could do it with my mate's tent. I was like, sorry. Like, what are you doing? I went for a wee. So these are good because they have a spike in, stick them in the ground, and then you just activate them with the little button underneath and just stick them out each side of the door. Oh, let planes in. Always a good idea. And then when it goes dark, you can't really see very well, but they come on. They're really nice. So it's not insanely bright as to attract axe murderers, but just gives off a little bit of light so you can see when you're coming back to your tent. And it just looks nice as well. You can get outdoor lights to go around. I used to have like chili pepper lights and stuff. But I always, I don't know, get axe murderer paranoia. So you can get, I've been looking into it, you can get a tent alarms. You can get a tent alarm for your tent. And it's the zips, when you go, that noise everyone hates in the middle of the night. So the two zips go together and you kind of like clamp it on like a padlock. So if anyone opens your tent, it sets an alarm off. I don't know. I'd probably set the damn thing off in the middle of the night going for a wee. Anyway, so that's the kit list. I don't think I've forgotten anything. Have I? I probably have. Lights, first aid kit. Obviously, you've got to take a little first aid kit with you. I know it sounds, oh, you worry what? You're going to need a little first aid kit. But just keep it in your car if you want, or just in a little bit of your tent. Just have basics like Savlon plasters, anti-bat little sanitizer wipes, some paracetamol, hand sanitizer. I put Antisan in there, which is an insect bite cream. It's brilliant. I always get nipped by things. Antisan's brilliant. I take antihistamines with me just in case because I get hay fever. Honestly, I'm a walking time bomb. And Imodium. Now, camping food is fine, but if you're not used to eating high fibery, proteiny rich food all the time when you're camping, because you just love eating campy food like beans and sausages and bacon, and you're having all this stuff, occasionally it may have an adverse reaction to your gut. Take Imodiums because you don't want to be pottering back and forth to the toilet in the dark with your head torch with the squits. No ma'am. Imodium yourself up. And that's it. Oh, and chairs. Obviously, if you need chairs, go and get yourself some decent chairs. The camping chairs aren't that expensive nowadays. They used to be really expensive for some reason. I don't know why. I want to get myself some new ones. The ones we've got are on the way out, and I'm really worried I'm going to sit in one and the bottom's going to fall out and my legs will go up. So I don't know. We'll see. And blankets as well. Take some blankets for the evening. As you know, in my tie-dye video, if you have not yet watched that, please watch it. I did the blanket. I don't know why I'm pointing over there. It's not even there. I did my blanket jumper that I tie-dyed. I will be wearing that because that's easier than having a blanket around you and falling off. So there you go. So there's the first part of Kit List Part 1. In Kit List Part 2, we will be doing kitchen box and what you need for a good camp kitchen to sustain yourself in the wilderness. Oh. So I think I'll probably break these videos up because I don't want it to be like a half an hour video. I'll do a few bits and pieces. So what I'll do in the description below, I'll write out that for you. This bottom bit you will not need because this bottom bit is my filming kit, which is my camera, my tripod, my batteries, blah, blah, blah. All the stuff that I'm going to take you with me when we go camping, and a paddleboard kit. So we're going paddleboarding. My friend upstairs, Sarah, she's awesome. She is lending us her paddleboards and stuff. So we're going to be doing some paddleboarding, which I'm sure you will take great pleasure in watching my fat backside in a weird makeshift wetsuit falling into a lake every 5 seconds. It'll be good. So you don't need that. So I won't put that, but I'll just put the basic thing. And then in the next video, I'll do the same. And the video after that. There we go. So it's a nice little build up towards it. So I'm going to pack away my little serial killer kit. And then we'll go on to the next one. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell. If you ring the bell, then it'll come up and tell you when my next camping video's up. And it's good. Leave a like, leave a comment. If you have any questions about camping, whack them in. I'm always on here If not here, I'll be on Instagram. I'll be Instagramming stuff. So yeah, and that's it. That's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. I'm just going to go have a coffee, and then I'm going to sort out the kitchen one, which will be on next time in Nat Does. Bye.